I'm Brian. Anderson here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. And it's the Pacers to start out. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
Well, that's a very early foul for him. Needs to be more careful and not pick up a second one this quarter.
Stan, after his 12-year playing career, Willie Green has made a seamless transition into coaching.
Yeah, first of all, Willie Green is a person of very high character. Second, Brian, he consciously started preparing himself to coach while he was still playing, and then he was able to work on great staffs under great coaches, and now he's an outstanding head coach in his own right.
And the Pacers with possession here, following the score by New Orleans. Randall, right side. And it's Randall with the jam.
Yeah, and anytime there's contact in there with Randall, he usually gets the best of it.
Pass to Howard. Back to Garland. Just 4 to shoot. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Garland has clearly added some muscle over the years. He's looking more and more comfortable working through contact.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
Defensive foul.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
We'll now go to Allie LaForce, who spoke with Rick Carlisle. Allie.
He's been working with his assistant coaches, trying to devise a way to contain Zach LaVine. His ability to play well above the rim, coupled with the deep range, makes him a unique challenge to defend. They're going to try to keep him off balance by showing him different looks. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Back to Eason. Goes up again. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And here are the Pacers now. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. It's going to be on Tari Eason.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
And New Orleans making a change here. And the free throw is good. Now leading by one. And so Garland will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Screen by Lively. Over to the wing. Here's Eason. Gets the three to fall.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Plenty of daylight on that shot.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Garland. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game.
Slithery inside. Garland has that short area quickness.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Strus. Edey for three. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Now here's Eason. Garland feeling it out a bit. 5 to shoot. Back to Eason. And Gilgeous-Alexander with a block.
Read the eyes of the ball handler, and Gilgeous-Alexander able to get a hand up in time.
And it's Randall with the jam.
Just wow. A monster flush from the big man.
Here's LaVine. Following the bucket by the Pacers. .46 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and a nice finish on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6.
Yeah, and Gilgeous-Alexander is a fighter, someone that challenges the defense and bullies his way through contact.
That's tipped. Now the Pacers on the move. Here's Pippen, and he dunks it down.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Screen by Lively. Pass to Eason. Will it go? He drops it from range. Eason's got his second basket. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. It's stolen by Lively. Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. Indiana ahead, up 5. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. It's so important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
Yeah, and also a great job hustling on turnovers and turning them into points. Defense creating offense so far in this one.
Clock at 6. Got a hand on it. Here's Pippen. Wide open. Oh, Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. Johnson with a bucket.
Well, you see the athleticism on the break there from Johnson.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. Pacers leading by 3. Here's Pippen. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Westbrook taking his time here. Right side Johnson. There's the drive. They get it again. Pass to Collier. The kick out to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Fires in the triple. Johnson's got 5 points now this quarter. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
Here's Tyson driving in. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
We know Russ can do this. He's averaged double-digit assists numerous times in his career.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Russell Westbrook pulls it down.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Here's Howard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Pelicans lead by 1.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
From 15 feet away. And Indiana misses again. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So both teams making some changes here. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Here's Pippen. He's got 7. Looking to win the run. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Oh, wasted no time on that one. Easton's got 8.
What a fantastic pass from Garland. This is why his guys really enjoy playing with him.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. From deep, Strus. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. New Orleans leading by 3. Pass to Lively. Back to Garland. There's the triple. Sinks the tray. Garland's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And Garland is someone you must be aware of at all times, especially out on the perimeter.
On offense, here are the Pelicans. They're on an 18-7 run. Right side Little. Down low. The steal. Now the Pacers on the move. Wing shot on the way. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
Pass to Lively. Outside Easton. Shot clock at 6. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Getting to the line more since his career is going on. Garland, a deployable free throw shooter.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. SGA showing off the athleticism there.
There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack. Garland for 3. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. It's New Orleans. They lead by 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Outside Levine. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. The Pelicans making a switch here.
Pelicans substitution, number 24, Jalen Tyson.
To the paint. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Eason from 12 feet. The Pacers pull it in.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Howard grabs the miss.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Out to Garland. This one for 3. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
3-pointer. Counted from distance.
And if you give him a good enough look, Sabonis will make you pay from range.
Now here's Garland. 9 points in the game. Pass to Eason. Here's Howard. Left side Levine. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Sabonis. Here's Pippen. He's covered by Levine. Back to Sabonis. Right side Gilgeous-Alexander. Comes up empty down low.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Sabonis outside. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Sabonis has got 6 here in the quarter.
Look how confident Sabonis can be, acting without hesitation and getting it to go.
On the wing, Levine. Back to Garland. The 3-ball. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Their next game is in Paycom Center in Oklahoma City for a date with the Thunder. That's the first of a 3-game trip out on the road for them. Outside O'Neal for the lead. Eason pulls it in.
finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Here's Levine for three. And Levine knocks down the three. And the rate of player ejections going up in recent seasons, Stan.
Well, Brian, players these days certainly have a voice in a lot of things, and when it comes to critiquing officials, they're not shy. We see complaints on virtually every call in games now, and the referees seem to have had enough of it.
Pass to Howard. Back to Garland. Outside Levine. Here's the pick. And here's Garland. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. Unloads. The shot by Tyson, no good. Pacers trail by 3. Outside Strus. Sabonis outside. Pass to Pippen. Back to Sabonis. Here's Pippen. Out to Sabonis. From outside the arc. Howard grabs the miss. New Orleans leading by 3. Here's Eason. Yes, and a nice assist from Garland. Eason's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Quickly. Grant, they could attempt a 2-for-1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Outside Nesmith. The 3 is up. Pure from 3-point range. Nesmith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here's Westbrook. No made baskets yet. Pass to Lively. Outside Little. From outside, off the mark. Three-pointer Kispert. Rebounded by Johnson. Here's Collier. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
Ooh, could be a backbreaker. What a way to carry them into the final quarter.
At 44.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Here's Quickly. He takes it in. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Collier. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And if the defense leaves a man open, Westbrook will find him. Russell's floor awareness helps him rack up the assist.
And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. They trail by 6. Oh, the step! And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lively.
Substitution on the court.
There's Nesmith with the 3. Easton pulls it in. Here's Johnson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line could be the next best thing.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Pelicans?
Well, the defense hasn't done nearly a good enough job of getting back in transition, and they've taken advantage, racking up fast break points against them.
Also, guys, they put in maximum effort on the offensive glass. Great determination to follow shots and not giving up on the possessions.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
And there it is for him.
Letting Randall get inside with the ball was a bad mistake. His finishing ability got him to the bucket.
Just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. And there's a 3-second call. This one on the defense. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee.
And Garland does a little bit of everything. A versatile guard with a bright, bright future.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point.
Please give a big round of applause for your Pacers Youth Dance Team.
So both teams changing it up here. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Rick Carlisle as he talked with the team. He told his guys to up their aggressiveness on the defensive end, saying this game is all about who can get stops right now. I need you guys to bring some more energy on defense. That's how we'll get this win. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. And again, New Orleans, no good. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Randall on the screen. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. And Johnson picks him up defensively.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Well, you love to have a shooter like LaVine on your roster. The defense has to cover a lot more ground when he's on the floor.
Here's LaVine. And again, New Orleans, no good. Pacers trail by 6. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. From 18 feet away, the putback. Howard grabs the miss. LaVine feeling it out a bit. Pass to Howard.
Pacers foul. ED. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Julius Randle. That's his first foul.
Fourth team foul.
Outside LaVine. Screen by Eason. To the right side. Just 5 on the clock.
Is staying right on the ball there. Randall with a nice shot contest, making a difference at both ends of the floor.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Outside Garland. Here's LaVine. And the Pelicans miss again. Pacers trail by 4. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Strus. The 3. A big triple. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that. What a clutch shot.
Out left to the wing. Buries it from 3.
And just a painful blow right there. I mean, eyeing the lead, they give up a big triple.
And there's the foul. It's going to belong to Darius Garland. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
And there's the screen. Pass to Edey. Count it!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Back to Westbrook. Yes!
Yeah, few guys drop dimes like Westbrook. He has an innate talent for setting up shooters.
Pass to Edey. Fires from deep. And no good.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
That one falls. And the Pelicans lead by 6.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
And so they foul intentionally.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5. And so both free throws good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
All but over now. Those free throws help seal the deal.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Pelicans cleared away.
That's an 8-second violation. Indiana ball.
Here's Pippen. No good there. And so the Pelicans take the win. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.